Hey guys, Jorel and Ryo here from Hyper Coliseum. I seem to be catching all the Degen hour impression videos for these ban lists. Today I'm here with Ryo.
What's up? What's up?
So we just watched the stream, or finished watching the stream a couple hours ago. They did reveal the ban list after World's Finals. A lot of it is what we expected to get hit. A couple of surprising things, but I mean, I think it's just we'll run through it real quick like we usually do for these impression videos, and then when we have the whole crew together, we'll put out another video doing like a whole discussion on everything. So I guess we'll start off with the straight ban on the mat.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it coming, but still kind of crazy. That card's been in the game since literally the beginning, and they shot my boy finally.
Yeah, but if we think about this is the second like fully banned card in the game, the other being Mega Digimon Fusion. But it's like we were expecting a restrict to 1, not a flat out ban.
Yeah, it's also one of those things where like most decks that run mat allows it to be played at 1 and just be successful anyway. Like hybrid, for example, just loops it regardless. So.
Yeah, for sure. So I mean the flat ban on mat makes sense. Now that we've seen it, because like you said, it is just running a lot of purple decks. So this will free up some deck space for some other stuff. And then the Mother Shoto ban, we saw this one coming.
Yeah, I'm glad it's a choice restrict. Like it's good.
Yeah,
they're heading in the right direction with that.
Yeah, because who could have guessed the 15k unaffected blocker would be good for anything?
Yeah. Part of me feels like this came a little bit too late, but regardless, it helps.
Yeah, I did see the argument that it could have been good to keep in the game as like a meta check, but at the same time, like decks that people want to play for fun. Like, granted, if you're gonna play in a regional, obviously you're not playing for fun deck, but like I don't know, it kind of goes either way, I guess. I don't know where I'm going with this.
Yeah, you can make the argument that like a lot of decks, like enough decks hit over Mother D Reaper anyway. But at the same time, it's like there's enough decks that can't handle it. That like you said, it kind of shifts either way. So
yeah. All right. But then moving on to the large restriction list of limit to 1. The other 0 cost options. Again, saw this coming. Blinding Ray and Jack Raid. Blinding Ray being good for enabling Magna, and then Jack Raid just being flat out good in purple, namely purple hybrid. Because we saw in one of the worlds, the Japan finals matches, not even worlds, the dude had 4 Jack Raids in hand.
My goodness, that's absolutely wild.
Yeah, and it's like all of those gain 1 memory, sure, but then like you use enough of them, and some of them start getting you 2 memory. And it's like.
Exactly. It's one of those moments where you're sitting across from the player that starts dropping them back to back, and you're like, okay, so I scoop now, or like you want me to be nice and let you resolve your full turn?
Mirage Galgamon, again.
Rest
in peace, Ben.
Rest in peace to the dog. Rest in peace, Ben. Finally came.
Yep. I do wonder where Pure Mirage will go. Now that they don't have their powerhouse card.
Yeah.
But I mean, Galaxy ran this at 1, and some Galaxy decks ran this at more than 1. The one that won Worlds ran this at 1, so
yes,
not too much of a difference there. But Galaxy will need to find another top end. They'll probably just shift to more Hexablaws, if anything.
Yeah, I mean, Hexablaw is already like slowly going from 2 to 3 to 4. So yeah. I guess you just lean more towards that. Hope you draw the Mirage. There's enough search in blue to make it happen. So
yeah, for sure. BT16 Fenry, or is it 17? BT17 Fenry. Or is it 17 or 16? It's one of those two. This was kind of a little bit of a surprise, but not necessarily, just because I think for Takumi Kazuchi, people were expecting either that or Balmon getting hit. But Fenry being hit, I think, is a good, nice in-between, because you don't kill classic Fenry, and you open the gate to at least try to kind of keep Takumi Kazuchi alive. I don't know how else you would do it, but
yeah, I agree. Same thoughts. It's like if you hit the bow, like everyone like thought would be like the power play, you literally shut down any form of Fenry. Yeah. Where if you hit this Fenry, at least you can try to pivot, make it work.
Kuzuha makes sense. We've been seeing a bunch of Tao Loop.
Yeah.
So even then, or even not just Tao Loop, like I remember like old Blue Flare ran this, and not saying that it's relevant in Blue Flare right now, but it's good to limit it to one just because it does kind of limit future options, especially for yellow and blue.
Yeah, it's a very good enabler. It just sets up combos really well.
Yeah.
Even like as you saw is in the yellow deck that top today, like they weren't running any Kuzuha, they just went straight Sakuya upper end. So
yeah, so Sakuya combo's enough. But this is nice to just stop Tao Loop from being too much of a problem.
You hit Kuzuha, you essentially hit like the Kuzuha and the Tao Ace at the same time.
Yeah.
Without killing the Tao Ace.
Exactly. Promo Oguni and Lobo, they're kind of in the same boat here. They just enabled the ancient plays so fast.
Yeah, for sure.
So it makes sense these are hit to one.
Yeah, I'm sick of getting red hybrided turn 2 all security.
I don't. What do you mean?
Who would do such a thing?
Definitely not me. I'm free of this deck now. Nah.
The curse has been lifted.
But I was talking with some of the guys in the Discord. Like, I think Evolution Ancient is a really funny option that nobody uses, and I feel like we'll start seeing that a little more, maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be a fun tech for sure.
Yeah, just because it allows any level 4 to evo into an Ancient, or a 10 Warriors. So, but there's also my secondary thought was after the stream, the new Aguni that slots, I think it's the Aguni that slots any hybrid or hero underneath one of your red tamers.
Yeah,
and it's like, well, it was a BT6 all the slotting machine. Now it's a promo Aguni slotting machine.
right, exactly.
So
it just enables you to go through more steps, slows you down a little bit, but the game plan is still technically there.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll see what direction the ancient decks go in. I think red hybrid can finally lean into a little bit more Emperor Gray. I think. I don't know about blue hybrid. I don't play the deck, and Ben's not here, so. And then the final card on the list was initial thoughts was this was kind of a stray, but thinking on it a little more, it's like, yeah, you kind of draw a lot of cards, especially when you do Digimon plays.
Right.
Starter deck Stingmon. It's like,
yeah, I was talking with TJ and RB about it, and like at first you're like, okay, I guess that's an awkward hit, but at the same time, not only is it a 3-cost drop, right? So you go into your Pyodra, and then it draws you multiple cards in a turn potentially. Where, I mean, it's also not that big of a hit because like there's so many other like green blue toolbox cards you can use now too. So
yeah, I've seen messages floating around that you just kind of replace this with armors and then
exactly.
Like Digimon.
You have the new Lydra that like lets you tap one.
Yeah. And then final thoughts. I'm seeing some people have gripes that Imperial wasn't necessarily hit, like they didn't hit any of the other 4s or the Daiken. And then on Galaxy's End, they didn't do anything to Sayo and Ko, or Ko and Sayo, whichever one.
That was a big thing. Like they could have hit the Tamer for sure to slow that down.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, other than that, I think this is just a really good list. A lot of stuff that we saw coming, a couple surprises, but I think overall a good list in general.
I agree. Like, of course, it's never going to be perfect. Like, there's always going to be someone complaining about something. But overall, they did hit a lot of cards, and they did hit cards that were everyone kind of saw as an issue. So I mean, it worked out. It's still a good list.
But I think that's gonna wrap it up here. Just a nice quick, just a quick impressions video. Once we get the whole gang together and everyone's back from where they're at. We'll do a full impressions video, full discussion video. And then we're also gonna do the breakdown from the news segment because there was a lot of stuff revealed.
Yes.
During the stream.
Not only product, but just general information as well. It's crazy. Yeah.
And then we also got another stream coming up, a watch along stream for Digimon Con, just because, oh god, mobile client, please.
Yes, we finally have time. They have to catch up with Pokemon.
Right. Yeah, that'll wrap it up here. And I've got nothing else if you've got nothing else.
No, that's everything for me.
All right, and we'll catch you guys in the next video then. See
All
ya.
right, see you, everyone.
Bye bye.